What's up? So I want to show you how to quickly revamp an old wreath, or basically create one from scratch. You don't have to do it with an used wreath, but since I had one already prepared from last Christmas or a few Christmases ago, I want to just make a change. So I'm just going to strip it from all of the items that I have on here. And it's really simple. You'll see how the items are actually applied. This wreath can be made not only for Christmas, but any time of the year actually. I'm taking mesh ribbon. It's 2.5 inches wide and it's 25 yards, so it's pretty long. But I'm taking that because this is the color that is going to tie into my tree, so that everything is cohesive. So what I'm doing first is I'm going to cut the ribbon. Basically, I believe that's about 8 inches. I'm just roughly saying that, but this is going to be the tail of my ribbon. So I'm just cutting at the length that I want, and then I'm going to cut the ends into a point. There's a different way to do it that's a little bit fancier, but I did not have time for all of that, and this works just as well. Okay, so now that I have that the way that I want it, I am going to go ahead and start on the bow. It's really quickly. Basically, I'm folding and alternating. I'm making sure that I hold in the middle. There's a tutorial that I did, or I show you guys how I made the Christmas tree topper. You can definitely check that out to get into more detail. But this is just simple, just showing you how to revamp a wreath and how to make a wreath, not necessarily a bow. But right now I am taking that tail and tying it around the middle of the bow, and then I'm just going to fluff out the bow the way that I want it, and we're good to go. I wanted to start with the bow because I think that's the focal point, and that will let me know where I want to place the rest of my items. And so now that I have the bow looking the way that I want it to, I am going to go ahead and place it on the wreath. And what I'm doing is I'm taking an ornament hook. Yeah, I did not have any pipe cleaners, and this is working just as well. Even a twisty will work from a bag of bread or something like that. Anything that will be able to go around the wires and twist and give it a good hold. Underneath your actual wreath, you will have those 2 wires, so that's going to be very essential in keeping your items on your wreath. You don't want to place your items on and then you lift it up and they fall off. So you want to make sure everything's secure. And I went to Michael's and AC Moore. This bag is full of stuff from AC Moore. They were having a big sale. I literally pay about 50 cents per item. And from Michael's, I got the flowers that I wanted to go on the wreath. Now this is like flowers that people usually put underneath a candle, or there's multiple uses for it. But I'm going to take it and pop it right off. They're easily detachable, and you can always keep your items to, you can keep the ring to reuse that if you wanted to actually do that at a later date. So right now I'm just popping them off, and I'm going to make sure to place all my other stuff on the side and hold on to it. Because like I said, you never really know when you're going to need it, or another DIY project may come to mind and you'll want to use it. And I am going to be detaching my flowers the same way with the ornament hooks, the longer hooks. All of this is so inexpensive. I'm going to take that hook and put it right in that hole from the bottom. And once I have it inserted, what I'm doing, and I'm sorry I'm out of focus, I am securing that around there. I'm basically just bending it all the way down so that it will have a firm hold, and I will still have enough hanging out the bottom. So right there is secure, and I'm just showing you guys the bottom of my hook, and I'm going to apply it. Very simple. Very easy. Again, this is great for any time of the year. You guys can put whatever you want for whatever season on the wreaths. Instead of going into certain stores, their wreaths will run you about $75, $80. And I'm like, no, I totally can make a wreath for under 15 bucks easily. And it's going to look just as good, if not better, than the others. So This is a very handy DIY that you can do at any time. And again, I'm just showing you guys the wires underneath that will help you secure your items. And I'm just going to apply the rest of the flowers. And yeah, I'm going to move on. I'm going to take some of my items out and decide where I want to place them and start to attach them. Most of them come with a longer stem and it's very flexible, so that's what I'm wrapping around the the rings in the back. As long as the stem is, you know, bendable, I'm working with it. There will be a couple that I cannot work with, and I'll let you know what I did for that. But again, I'm taking the stems that are already on the item or that little trinket, and I'm placing it on there. Now this one was not bendable, it was a rough stem. So what I'm going to do is go ahead with that ornament hook, and I'm wrapping it around the stem and then wrapping it around the actual wreath. And that's just going to secure it in place. And I'm just sporadically placing things all over the wreath, trying to distribute the color evenly. This wreath, actually, I did some changes after I recorded. Not too many, but I wanted to add more purple, so I had to go back to the store and get more purple. But this gives you a very general idea and a good idea of how to, you know, revamp and fancy it up. And voila, guys, that is my wreath. I'm doing 2 of them, but I just want you to show this is the first one, and the other one is pretty much going to be the same. I simply have it hanging on a command strip hook, again, and that's something that's really inexpensive. And yeah, it came out pretty good. And hopefully you guys have liked the video. Please thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Smooches. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe.